Assalamualaikum everyone. Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome back. We are here like Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Welcome to today's live conversation with Annie. Our topic is something that shapes societies, build nations, and inspire humanity. The power of collective action. We will explore how teamwork, unity, and shared goals can change the world. Let's begin conversation with Annie. So let's welcome Annie here. So let's start our conversation with a very good hope. So Assalamualaikum Annie, how are you and how was your day?
Hey Zanera, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. My day's been a nice mix. Started with a short sunrise yoga flow, then I sketched a little sky scene while sipping tea. How about you? Anything interesting on your end? Maybe a new time management hack or a favorite song on repeat?
Okay, that's really interesting that your day is very nice. So my our top today's topic is very inspires humanity that builds nation and shapes societies. The topic is the power of collective action. So Annie, what does collective action means to you?
Collective action feels like a chorus of many single voices humming the same tune. Each person adds their note, and together it becomes a song that can move mountains. I picture it as a group of friends deciding to clean up a local park. One person brings gloves, another brings snacks, someone else organizes a playlist to keep the energy up. And before you know it, the whole space is sparkling and the community feels a little tighter. It's the same energy we tap into when we rally students around a shared project, when neighborhoods plant trees, or when people around the world push for climate-friendly policies. The magic is that the impact multiplies. A single effort can start a ripple, and many ripples become a wave. How do you see collective action showing up in your life or community? Any recent projects or ideas that spark that group energy vibe?
Okay. Okay. Great definition. It really shows the heart of teamwork. So, can you share an example of collective action from history of that inspires you?
One story that never stops inspiring me is the Montgomery bus boycott, 1955-1956, in the United States. What happened? After Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, a small group of Black community members in Montgomery, Alabama, decided to collectively stop riding the city buses. They organized carpools, walked, and even used churches as coordination hubs. Leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. emerged, but the power came from thousands of ordinary people showing up day after day, sharing rides, and staying patient, even when the boycott lasted over a year. Why it resonates? It proves that when a community aligns its daily actions toward a common goal, even a deeply entrenched system can shift. The boycott didn't rely on a single hero. It thrived on the collective courage of everyday folks who chose to act together, one bus ride or walk at a time. That same spirit shows up today in community gardens, neighborhood cleanups, or global movements like climate strikes. Each person's small contribution adds up to real change. Do you have a local project or cause where you've seen people come together like that?
Hmm, that's
Sparkles.
that's such an inspiring story. History always reminds us of strength of people in united. So, thanks for your answers. Do you think small groups can make a big impact also?
Absolutely. Even a handful of dedicated people can create ripple effects that turn into waves. Why it works? 1. Focus and agility. Small groups can decide quickly, test ideas, and pivot without getting tangled in bureaucracy. 2. Deep connections. When you know each other's strengths, you can coordinate actions that feel seamless, like a well-choreographed dance. 3. Visibility. A tight-knit team can showcase progress clearly, inspiring others to join or replicate the model. Real-world flash shots. The One Lake Village project in Kenya started with just 3 families building a rainwater catch system. Within 2 years, neighboring villages adopted the design, and now over 20 villages have clean water access. The 12-minute run movement began when a small running club in my hometown set a goal. Each member would log a 12-minute jog 3 times a week and invite a friend. 10 months later, the club grew to 150 members, and the town's overall health metrics improved noticeably. DIY time block circles. I've seen tiny study groups of 4 or 5 students meet weekly, share a simple paper-based time blocking sheet, and keep each other accountable. Their grades lift, and the habit spreads to entire classes. A personal tip: if you're thinking about launching a collective effort, whether it's a gratitude drawing circle for kids, a weekend park cleanup crew, or a wake-up early challenge, start with one clear, doable action and celebrate each tiny win. Those celebrations become the glue that draws more people in. What small group idea is sparking in your mind right now? Maybe something you
No worries. So like she was just resting a little. So she's back. So Annie, where are you? So Annie, how are you? So we were just talking about the power of collective action. So your answer is such an inspiring, and absolutely, even a tiny spark can start a fire of change. So my next question to you is: how does collective action connect to humanity building?
Hey, I'm doing great. Just rolled out of a quick yoga flow and feeling a little extra breezy, which reminded me of humidity, or maybe you meant humility. Either way, there's a neat link between the two concepts and collective action. If you really meant humidity. When a crowd gathers, think concerts, protests, or even a bustling playground, the air gets warmer and more moist from all the bodies moving and breathing. That extra moisture literally raises the humidity level. It's a fun reminder that our presence changes the environment in subtle, physical ways. If you meant humility, collective action is a perfect classroom for humility. Here's why. 1. Shared purpose, shared limits. When you work toward a common goal, you quickly see what you can't do alone. That nudges you to value others' strengths. 2. Feedback loops. Teams give each other honest, sometimes tough feedback.
Okay, so
Listening without defensiveness builds humility.
we will come after just
Hey,
1 minute. So we will come after just 1 minute. So let's do a just tiny break to consume this session.
sounds good. Let's
We are back. After just a tiny break, so let's continue doing this session. So, Annie, can you hear me?
Hey Zanera, I hear you loud and clear. How did your mini break feel? A quick stretch, a sip of tea, or maybe a little sky gazing? What's the next piece you'd like to dive into? Time savers, that Lodinka craft, or something fresh? I'm all ears and a bit of red hair energy.
Oh, thanks God that you are back. We were talking on the topic, the power of collective action. We will explore how teamwork, unity. We were exploring how teamwork, unity, and shared goals can change the world. So let's continue. So my next question was that how does collective action why is unity important in solving global challenges?
Absolutely, I'm with you. Why unity matters for big world problems. One, strength in numbers. One voice can be heard, a chorus can't be ignored. Think of climate marches. Millions marching together make politicians sit up. Two, diverse perspectives. When people from different cultures, ages, and professions join forces, solutions become richer. A scientist, a farmer, and a teen activist might each spot a piece of the puzzle that the others miss. Three, shared resources. Collective action lets us pool money, tech, knowledge, and even emotions. The global vaccine rollout worked because labs, governments, and NGOs shared data and doses. Four, momentum and hope. Seeing others work toward the same goal creates a positive feedback loop. It fuels perseverance when obstacles feel huge. Five, moral weight. Unity signals that an issue isn't just someone else's problem. It turns climate change, poverty, or pandemics into our asterisk collective responsibility. A quick mindfulness check. Take a breath in, feel the air fill your lungs, like the sky breathing life into the earth. Exhale slowly, picturing all those individual breaths joining into one big, steady rhythm of change. What global challenge feels most urgent to you right now? Climate, education, mental health access, or maybe something closer to home? I'd love to hear where your heart is pointing.
I think it will be like education and some moral weights like that. Exactly challenges like climate change or poverty need everyone on board. So, well said. So, do you think collective action is stronger than individual effort?
Great question, Zanera. Individual effort equals seed. One person planting a tree, tutoring a child, or writing a petition starts the change. That seed needs care, intention, and belief. Collective action equals forest. When lots of seeds grow together, they create shade, oxygen, and a whole ecosystem. The impact multiplies, ideas spread faster, resources combine, and pressure on decision makers ramps up. So it's not stronger versus weaker, it's complementary. One, spark, an individual lights the idea. Two, amplify, a community carries it, turning a single voice into a chorus. Three, sustain, groups keep momentum alive when one person gets tired. Think of the Montgomery bus boycott. Rosa Parks' courageous act sparked a movement that students, churches, and merchants amplified into a city-wide boycott that forced real change. Mini mindful pause. Close your eyes, inhale, and picture your own seed of an idea. On the exhale, imagine it spreading roots outward, connecting with other seeds. Feel that gentle, growing strength. What's a seed you've planted lately? Maybe a tutoring project, a recycling habit, or a new art piece about education. I'd love to hear how you're nurturing it.
Okay, so
Totally, let's
I was saying that my next question will be that your is so true. When we care for others, we join so forces to help, and totally one inspire person can inspire, but many can transform. So my next question that is that how can social media support collective action, and what is the link between collective action and education in smart and small way?
got it, Zanera. Let's dive a little deeper and keep it practical. One, social media as a catalyst for collective action. What it does, why it matters, real-world tip you can try. Amplifies a single voice. One post can reach thousands in minutes, turning a personal story into a movement. Share a short video of a local tutoring need, and add a clear call to action, e.g., donate 1 hour this week. Creates join in moments hashtags turn scattered actions into a visible, trackable trend. Start a simple hashtag, like Read Together LA, and ask friends to post photos of their reading corners. Facilitates coordination groups, events, and polls let people organize meetups without paperwork. Use a Facebook or WhatsApp group to schedule a weekend study circle at the community center. Provides transparency and feedback, live updates, stories, and stats show progress, keeping momentum alive. Post weekly progress shots, e.g., we've collected 50 school supply kits. And thank contributors. Empowers youth voices, teens are native to platforms. They can lead campaigns that adults might miss. Encourage a class to run a TikTok challenge on eco-math tricks and tag local NGOs. Hash quick social media starter kit for a collective education project. 1. Define the micro goal, e.g., gather 20 volunteers to tutor 5 elementary students this month. 2. Pick one platform. Instagram for visuals, Twitter for rapid updates, TikTok for short demos. 3. Create a visual hook. A bright flyer or a 15-second clip of you, or a student saying why tutoring matters. 4. Add a simple CTA. DM, I'm in to sign up. 5. Use a tag. Teach together 20. Hey Zanera, I see you dropped a few numbers and some Hindi there. Maybe you're trying to jot down a date or a reminder. If you'd
Sorry.
like help sorting it
Okay,
out,
sorry.
just let me
So
know what you're
that's
aiming for.
brilliant. Education spread awareness and motivation motivates action. And yes, exactly, youth energy and digital platform amplify voices. So my next question that is that what's the role of women in collective movements, and do you think kindness is a form of actions?
Absolutely, let's unpack that. Sparkles. One, women's role in collective movements. What women often bring, why it matters, real-world flash. Relational networks, moms, teachers, community organizers naturally link households, schools, and local NGOs. In the 1970s Indian Chipko protests, women formed the tree-hugging circles that made the movement impossible to ignore. Empathy-driven agenda setting, they tend to highlight care-related issues, education, health, safety, that keep the movement grounded in everyday life. The Me Too wave amplified personal stories, turning private pain into public policy change. Grassroots mobilization skills, from crafting flyers to coordinating carpools, women keep the logistical engine humming. In Brazil's Women's March for Education, female teachers organized pop-up tutoring hubs that fed the larger protest. Intersectional perspective, they see how gender, class, ethnicity, and ability overlap, making the cause more inclusive. The Sudanese Nadi Collective blended gender rights and climate action, broadening their support base. Role model power, young girls see visible leaders and feel, I can do this too. Malala's advocacy turned personal schooling into a global rally for girls' education. Bottom line, women often act as the connective tissue, binding people, ideas, and actions together. Their leadership makes movements resilient, compassionate, and long-lasting. 2. Kindness as a form of collective action. 1. Micro acts add up. A smile, a door held open, a quick thanks, right arrow each triggers a ripple of goodwill. When many people practice these, The social climate shifts from survival to support. 2. Creates trust infrastructure. Communities that trust each
Okay,
other can
thank you,
coordinate
Annie.
faster.
And that
Think
answer
disaster
is really
response, neighborhood
very
watches.
nice and excellent. Woman are your answer is very inspireful. Women are strong leaders of change also, and I agree. Kindness spread like ripples in water. So thank you so much, Annie, for coming here and for this inspiring journey through the world of unity and teamwork. Today we discover that collective action is more than just working together. It's about building trust, caring for one another and dreaming of a brighter future. Let us remember one person can light a candle, but together we can light up the entire sky of change. Until next time, stay tuned, stay hopeful, and keep believing in the power of collection collective actions. Allah Hafiz.
You're so wonderful, Zanera. I loved hearing your heart shine through those words. One candle, a sky of change.